Fed meeting today, and we are nearing 3-year lows for interest rates. Today was a day that was supposed to be fire, but it looks like we have just maintained a normal market. Let's break down exactly what happened today. So today, according to Mortgage News Daily, interest rates are ranging right around 6.13%. Over the last 3 years, only a selective few days have been lower than today's 6.13. And then, of course, we had the Fed meeting today. So again, as we break it down, the Fed meets 8 times a year. Okay, but of those 8 times, 4 of those meetings are very, very important. Why are they very important? Because they release what is called the dot plot. Okay, only happens 4 of those 8 meetings. What the dot plot is it basically shows a projection from the federal team members of what they believe interest rates will be for the rest of the year, what they believe interest rates will be the following year, and then even what's called like the terminal final rate. Like, where do they think we're going to end up? So right now, again, interest rates are prime rate, or the Fed funds rate, 400 to 425. Okay, we saw a 25 basis point cut. We knew that was going to happen. Probably said it for about 6 months now that the cut was going to be 9/17. It wasn't going to happen in April. It wasn't going to happen in June. 9/17 was our projected date. Exactly what happened. So then, what do we look at? What do we look like when this Fed meeting comes out? So we're looking at 2 things. Again, dot plot. In the dot plot, we're looking at 2 major things. What is the projection for interest rates for the remainder of the year? We have 2 more Fed meetings. And it came out that, yes, it is likely that the federal people have voted or will vote that there will be 2 more interest rate cuts this year. So again, there's a meeting at the end of October and there's a meeting in the beginning of December. You will see a 25 basis point cut in both of those meetings. That is according to the dot plot today. Truly, the only thing that can change that at this moment, I would also say we're going to see 2 25 basis point cuts. The only thing that could change that is inflation. If inflation continues to be sticky or goes elevated, you can see some people kind of revert back and maybe we won't see 2. But as of now, it is projection. And then, of course, we're looking for Jerome Powell. He is very good at what he does. People may not like him, okay? Let me just highlight one thing. He's just very good at what he does. He walks a very fine line, a very tight rope, and he finds a way to make what could be good news into bad news. It is a skill, right? So today, he obviously joined his press conference. And again, interest rates were near that 3-year low, but we went up slightly. So the Fed meeting actually did the opposite. It didn't bring interest rates lower. It actually brought them up a little bit. Why? It was simple. Powell basically walked his fine line and said, hey, this interest rate cut was basically not out of market fear or anything. It is more like a stable cut, right? So you don't have to worry is kind of what the tone he was giving off, right? We're not in a market breakdown, any of that. So with that, it was pretty hawkish. He was basically showing that, hey, we're not really seeing much. Yes, 25 basis point more cut again in December and November, but hey, don't worry. So the market didn't like that. So when he spoke from 11:30 to about 12, go look at what interest rates did from 11:30 to 12. They went up, right? He's very, very good at what he does. That being said, I want to highlight, hey, interest rates are still near these 3-year lows, and the data is still going to drive the market more. Tomorrow, jobless claims is very important. We had a massive spike in jobless claims last week. If it continues to spike, you will continue to see interest rates lower. So the data will drive rates more than this Fed meeting, okay? The Fed meeting, very important, but data is still clearly more important. So if you have any questions, don't be afraid to reach out. We'd love to learn, or we'd love to help learn.